أحسب الناس أن يتركوا أن يقولوا آمنا وهم لا يفتنون. Do the people really think that they're going to say we believe? They will not be tested. We have a deficiency in our belief. Allah gave us the solutions. It's there. Our actions indicate as if we know more than Allah. We believe we can control our outcomes. Everyone is chasing after success and prosperity in a world that Allah created. And Allah, tabarak wa ta'ala, conducts in these affairs, and Allah administrates the affairs of the creation. Gave us everything we need to achieve happiness, true happiness. Not a fake happiness that you outwardly display, but inwardly you know how you truly feel. As all out of us, we are focusing on the facade of affairs. That is from the affairs of Jahiliyyah, where the non-Muslims would portray happiness. Inwardly, they know they are being tortured inside of themselves. That is from the affairs of Jahiliyyah, not from the affairs of Islam. The affairs of Islam is to now betray and unify the hearts, where true happiness and success lies on the rectification internally, meaning within yourself first. Then that will manifest outwardly. Like I said before, a lot of us think we can cheat Allah's rules, cheat what Allah has set of boundaries, and to think in our minds we will attain happiness. The more Allah puts the pressure on us by putting more and more tests on us and increasing it more and more and more, we buckle. Then we have the nerve to resort to sinning, to think that's going to bring us out of the pitfall and the depthness of the holes of depression and what is pertaining to happiness and regret and sadness and grief. When you're just digging a deeper hole for yourself, deeper and deeper and deeper. And you do not know when the repercussions of that sins will come back on you in your life. The effects of the sins that you've committed. It can be 5 years later, 10 years later, 15 years later, 20 years later, something bang happens out of nowhere. Then you need to reflect who I oppressed maybe 10 years ago. Who did I do dirty? Was it a woman? Was it my wife? Was it my children? Reflect on these affairs. Allah Ta'ala has said this in his book. So many ayats. I cannot even mention so many ayats. We'll suffice, inshallah, with one. Everyone knows these ayat in the book of Allah Ta'ala. Where he says, Alif Lam Mim. أحسب الناس أن يتركوا أن يقولوا آمنا وهم لا يفتنون ولقد فتنا الذين من قبلهم فلا يعلمن الله الذين صدقوا ولا يعلمن الكاذبين أم حسب الذين يعملون السيئات أن يسبقونا ساء ما يحكمون من كان يرجو لقاء الله فإن أجل الله لآت وهو السميع العليم من جاهد فإنما يجاهد لنفسه إن الله لغني عن العالمين. Alif Lam Mim. Do the people really think that they're going to say we believe? And they will not be tested. Indeed, most definitely, we put to trial and test those before you. We will make it clear who's telling the truth. We will make it clear and distinct. Someone today is at the masjid, tomorrow they're back out on the street. We will make it clear and distinct who's firm. Make it clear and distinct whose feet is planted firm. And we will make it clear and distinct who's lying. This is applicable now to what we see. Do those who really think because this is the net days and times, because everybody's being tested, and all of us are being tested. All of us now. All of us. Either directly or indirectly. Here comes the next ayah. Now listen to this. It's applicable to now. Due to the fact that Allah has put us to trial and test, look to the munasabah. Look to the connection of the ayah. Now everyone's put to trial and test. So now what you going to do? You're going to resort to now disobeying Allah, or now increasing the iman, trying to rectify your affairs. Now listen to the ayah. Do those that really think they do evil acts, that they think they can outrun us, how evil would they judge? Whoever fights for themselves and whoever fights their own nafs and their desires and struggles with themselves, then they only do it for the benefit of their own self. Most definitely, Allah Ta'ala is free and independent of the need of the creation. It's for your own and for our own benefits and for our own souls. For verily, the obedience of ourselves does not benefit Allah in any which way. Nor does the disobedience of the sins of the creation harm Allah in any which way. So we need to ask ourselves, do we really think transgressing Allah's boundaries, is it going to bring rectification to our lives? It is never a time to sin. But during times of adversity, especially these days, this is the worst of most stupidity that a person will resort to disobeying Allah during these days. The utmost of stupidity. People need to be thinking in their cars after this khutbah is over. What am I doing wrong with my Lord? Think about it. What have I done in the past? Did I steal? Did I oppress someone? Did I try to play mind games with a woman? I know I haven't seen my child in 2 years. I haven't seen him in 2 years. I haven't spent no money on him. I haven't spent time with him. You really think? So that's the problem. Bypassing Allah's boundaries. And then think that Allah is really you think your Lord, our Lord, is going to instill in our hearts happiness. And then Allah might test you with having an abundance of worldly things. Having a lot of cars and a lot of clothes and a lot of nice things. But you know the ultimate happiness of being happy in your heart? Oh, I haven't given it to you yet. You're still chasing after it. Because that's the true happiness. Rectifying this morsel of flesh in your chest first. And then regardless of your financial circumstance, Allah will give you the ultimate happiness and success. Happy in the heart. Contentment of the heart. In exchange for what, everyone? For your piety and your uprightness that Allah Ta'ala has promised those who have taqwa. And may Allah Ta'ala aid us in overcoming, subduing the evil of ourselves. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.